Have you ever heard your ice cream talk? No? Then hold tight, because what happened to me last summer at the beach will blow your mind. It was the hottest day of summer, the kind of day when the air feels like a giant toaster. My mom took me to Sunny Beach, and guess what I saw first? An ice cream truck, shining like treasure in the sunday. I ran so fast that sand flew behind me like smoke. The man smiled and said, "What'll it be, kid?" I pointed straight at the biggest cone in sight. "Rainbow-swirl with extra sprinkles, please." I held it up proudly and said, "You and me, buddy, just us." But then, something weird happened. Question 1. What would you do if your ice cream suddenly blinked? Because mine did. It blinked once, then twice. And before I could scream, it said, "Stop licking me, dude. That tickles." I froze. People on the beach stared. Even a seagull tilted its head like, "What did I just hear?" "Did you just talk?" I whispered. The cone crossed its candy arms and said, "Of course I did. My name's Sprinklon, and if I melt, you're all in big trouble." "Trouble? What kind of trouble?" I asked. He looked up at the blazing sun and said, "If I melt completely, this beach will turn into a milk ocean." "Can a single ice cream really flood an entire beach with milk?" I laughed, thinking he was joking. But then, a single drop of melting cream hit the sand, and the ground started shaking. From that one drop, milk spread out like a tiny river. Then another drop, boom! The sand started bubbling like soda. Families grabbed towels. Waves crashed. Sprinklon yelled for a freezer. I scooped him up and sprinted toward the lifeguard tower. The lifeguard stared at me like I was crazy, but when he saw the milk wave, he blew his whistle. "Get that cone to the truck before we all float away." We dived into the ice cream truck, slammed the door, and everything froze solid. Where did this magical ice cream even come from? Scene 4. The Secret of Ice Cream Island. When everything calmed down, Sprinklon sighed. "You saved me, kid. You've got a cool heart." "Thanks," I said. "But what are you talking about? How are you alive?" He climbed onto the dashboard and said, "I come from Ice Cream Island, far beyond the clouds. It's where all the flavors live. Chocolate mountains, strawberry rivers, and vanilla snow." He looked sad. "But now, my home is in danger." I leaned in. "Danger?" He nodded. "A sun wizard stole the ice crown, the thing that keeps our island cold. Without it, we'll melt forever." I gasped. "So, what do we do?" Sprinklon grinned. "We go there and get it back." How can a human boy and an ice cream cone travel to another island in the sky? Trey Sprinklon sprinkled rainbow dust in the air and said, "Hold on tight." Freezer flickered. Wind pulled. Eyes shut, then opened. We were standing on a land made of waffle cones and whipped cream clouds. "Dough. Welcome to Ice Cream Island," said Sprinklon proudly. Everything sparkled. Gummy bear guards waved at us. Chocolate trees dripped with fudge. And somewhere in the distance, the sun was burning too bright. "That's him," Sprinklon whispered. "The sun wizard." "What do you think the sun wizard looks like?" Tor. From the Caramel Mountains, a figure rose made entirely of fire and sunglasses. He laughed. "You can't stop me, Cone Boy. Soon your world will be soup." Sprinklon whispered, "Tommy, we need to get the ice crown." "But where is it?" He pointed to a floating crystal palace in the sky. "We'd have to cross the minty bridge, a frozen candy path above a river of hot chocolate." I held my breath and stepped carefully. The bridge cracked with every move. "Don't look down!" Sprinklon yelled. Suddenly, the sun wizard sent a fireball straight at us. I jumped, barely holding onto the cone. We rolled to safety, right in front of the Crystal Palace gates. Question 6. How can a kid defeat a fire wizard? Scene 7. The Sprinkle Spell. Inside the palace, everything was melting. The ice crown floated above a puddle of milk. Only one spell can stop him, Sprinklon said. The sprinkle spell. But only someone with a freezer heart can use it. Jar glowed. I yelled. Snow erupted. The Sun Wizard screamed, "No!" As frost covered with a final burst, he froze into a golden statue. The ice crown fell into my hands. Sprinklon placed it on his head, and the whole island lit up again. What happens to Sprinklon after the island is saved? All around us, the ice cream creatures danced, popsicles twirled, gummy bears hugged, and chocolate rivers sparkled. Sprinklon smiled at me. "You did it, kid. You saved Ice Cream Island." I laughed. "No, we did it." He handed me a small bottle filled with glowing sprinkles. "Take this. Whenever you feel sad, sprinkle a little something sweet will happen." A bright light surrounded him. "Wait," I said. "Will I ever see you again?" He winked. "Check your freezer." And poof, he was gone. What do you think happened when I used the magic sprinkle for the first time? The next morning, I woke up missing my tiny cone friend. I opened the sprinkle bottle and shook a little on my cereal. "Good morning, Tommy. You're the best." My cereal was singing, my spoon danced. Even the milk smiled. I laughed so hard I spilled it everywhere. Then I whispered, "Thanks, Sprinklon." Even the smallest acts of kindness can stop the biggest storms, and a sprinkle of imagination can make any day magical. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Beach with Umbrella School Backpack. After the beach day, my backpack started talking. Want to know what it said? Let's find out in the next story.